YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video, all right? So we're back with the weekly rotation, where we're talking about every fragrance that I wore throughout the week of, I think, August the 20th or the 21st. I'm so terrible with the dates, man, but we're going to talk about 7 fragrances, man, that did their thing, man, and I was able to experience a brand new fragrance, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it for sure. But Smell Good family, before we get started, hopefully everyone is doing great, doing fantastic, doing super duper, whatever word that you want to use to describe that you're doing well and your loved ones are doing well. I hope that is exactly what's going on, everybody, as well. All right, so positive energy and positive vibes, that's all we do here on this channel. That's it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Up first on Sunday, I've been wanting to wear this one, man, because it's kind of going after one of my favorite scent profiles pretty much of all time. From the house of Alexandria Fragrances, we went with Plum Lucky. Plum Lucky. Now this is their version of Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Lucky, all right? But with this one, 2 things stand out. One, this is an extrait de parfum concentration. And I've had this for a little while, and this stuff is strong, and this stuff lasts more so than when I first got it, all right? So it's macerated pretty well, but you get a lot of plum in here, a lot of honey in here. You don't get so much of the nuttiness in this one. You kind of get it in the initial, but then that plum and that honey really takes over. There's this slight spiciness to it as well. Not heavy, it's not going to be something that's going to just kind of jump off your nose, but it's there. But this wears really, really well, and for what Alexandria was able to do with their take on it, I really vibe with it, man. This 60 ml is going to take me, it's going to take me a long time to get rid of this, man, because I have the Lucky and I have a backup bottle with the rumors of it being discontinued, so get your nose on that if you're interested. But on Sunday, from the house of Alexandria Fragrances, we went with Plum Lucky. Plum Lucky by Alexandria. All right. On Monday, man, was it hot? I had a lot of things going on Monday, prepping for this content of sports that I'm getting ready to roll out. Had to get out and do some videos and some photo shoots and stuff like that. And this was just appropriate for the hot weather. From the house of Zaharoff, we went with Citrine. Citrine, man, this might be my favorite summer fragrance ever, man. Every time I wear it, it just inches closer and closer. This is a beautiful citrusy, you get this orange and this tangerine. You get this slight spice to it in here as well. You get this beautiful musk that really lives throughout this fragrance. And this is like activated by heat. So I knew I was going to be outside, and this just kind of thrived in the heat, man. You know, a lot of people I've seen say, oh, it doesn't last long, you about 3-4 hours. I beg to differ on my skin with me being outside. Like I said, my fragrances, when I wear them, they're very purposeful and I'm very intentional with them. I knew I was going to be outside, and the heat just activated this thing. And I got about a good 5-6 hours. And I didn't need it for that long. You know, I didn't need it for that long. It worked really, really well. Now, this is no longer available on the Zaharoff site. I know George and his team are getting ready to transition this over to the European market. And I've said it before, they're going to make a bigger bottle of this, I believe. It could be a 4.2 ounce, whatever it is, I'm getting it. And I'm paying for the extra shipping because I want me a bigger bottle of this, even though this one is going to last me a while. On Monday, this stuff was great. From the house of Zaharoff, we went with Citrine. I'm telling you, man, it's climbing up there as one of my number 1 or 2 favorite summer fragrances. All right, up next on Wednesday, I was very put in a position where I was very fortunate enough to try out this fragrance, man, and this stuff is just beautiful, man. Shout out to my friends over at Soul Avant-Garde. They sent this over to me, and this stuff is amazing. From the house of Tiziana Terenzi. Hey, got it right this time. All right, we have Abbrevio. Look at that beautiful bottle. My studio lights kind of clashing. You got that, like that goldfish clawing all over. It's beautiful. This is such a sexy summertime fragrance, man. You get strawberry, orange, this beautiful musk. You get this slight spice to it, but really fruity and musky style of a fragrance, man. For the summertime, this is gorgeous stuff. Ladies, you can definitely wear this as well. It's unisex for sure. And I just had a great time wearing this. Quick story, my sister came over and she like tested out my newer fragrances, and I sprayed this on her skin. She went out and about, and a couple hours later she texted me say she was out grocery shopping or something, and she said she got a compliment in the grocery store. Like the whiff of it just caught her. So caught somebody. This stuff is awesome. Really good. Get a sample of this. I believe it's available on So Avant-Garde. Use my code in the description and get you 20% off. But on Tuesday, this stuff is good, man. From the house of Tiziana Terenzi, we have Abbrevio. Some people got on me real good in the comments about how I was pronouncing it, but this stuff is awesome, man. Good stuff here. All right. On what we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday, man, I was running around all day long, and this stuff just held me down. Didn't want to have to think about what I was wearing. Something that just kind of, you know, that smelled good. It was for me, really, from the house of Calvin Klein. We went with CK All. This is another go-to for this summer of 2023. I've been wearing this stuff out. Big 200 ml bottle, white florals, citruses, and musk. Calvin Klein did a great job with this. It's crazy. This has been out since 2017. It just hits rack stores, I believe, this year. So shout out to Ross for putting me on to it. I know somebody else put him on. I can't remember, but he put me on to it. I went and I grabbed it. I have a bottle. My wife has a bottle. This stuff is really good, and it just works in the summertime, man. No brainer. Like I say, fellas, don't get turned off by white florals. It just complements the citrus and the musk for sure. There's a grapefruit blossom in here that kind of stands out different. You know, it's nice. I really like it. On Wednesday, a lot of running around to do, hot and sweaty because it's burning up out here. From the house of Calvin Klein, we wore CK All. This stuff is great. Really putting some work in with that bottle. All right. On Thursday, moving out and about, had to run some errands. It was my anniversary. Me and Mrs. Hicks celebrated 10 years. All right. So on Thursday, you know, just wanted to put on something I knew that she would like, and this is something that she's a fan of, and we just kind of chilled out throughout the day, kind of celebrated later on the weekend. But this is what I went with from the house of Chanel. Bleu de Chanel, the EDP. The EDP. Mrs. Hicks is a big fan of the Chanel lineup, and so am I. The Parfum is my favorite fragrance of all time, but the EDP gets the most play. All right, and I'll get into that later on. I'm planning on doing a Bleu de Chanel video down the line, but some people ask me from time to time, you wear more than the EDP, but the Parfum is your favorite. I'm confused. I'll explain. All right, but this was Thursday, celebrating 10 years of marriage and love with Mrs. Hicks. This was the fragrance of choice from the house of Chanel. We went Bleu de Chanel, the EDP. That bottle's almost gone. Well, don't worry. Backup is already on deck. All right, on Friday, more errands to run. Had to go to the barber shop, move around, post office, all kind of stuff, man. This held it down. From the house of Yves Saint Laurent. Yeah, Yves Saint Laurent. We got YSLY, Eau Fraiche. Eau Fraiche, man. Sometimes this kind of knocks at the door of, you know, me loving this the most out of the Y line. It battles the Le Parfum a lot. I love the addition of the lemon in here, and it just works well with that ginger in here, man. And it's so bright. The citruses and the fresh spiciness, they just kind of blend so beautifully together. They work well in the heat. The heat really, you know, ignites this one as well. So just moving out and about today, man, it was just coming off my skin, going to the barbershop, running my errands, everything. I got a compliment in my post office while I was checking my P.O. box. A gentleman complimented me when I was walking by him, and he said, man, you smell real good, man. And I just told him I appreciate it. He didn't ask what it was, but he complimented me. But I know this is hard to find. I'm lucky enough to have a backup bottle of this as well. So if you can get your hands on it for the summertime, you know, I know a lot of people like to say EDT and the EDT and the EDT, but to me, it's a no-brainer. The Eau Fraiche is for the summertime, hands down. This was my wear on Friday. Great stuff here, man. YSLY, Eau Fraiche was a choice on Friday. All right, and on Saturday, to close out the week, me and Mrs. Hicks went out to celebrate our 10-year anniversary with a very very nice dinner. All right, very nice dinner. And your boy just wanted to put on something, man, that would just, you know, create that vibe. And this definitely did that, I believe, from the house of Kajal. All right, we went with Lamar. This was my fragrance of choice for Saturday. All right, man, listen, the pineapple and the rose and the saffron and this is a beautiful, gorgeous scent, man. And I know my wife really loves rose and she loves pineapple. So when she smelled this for the first time, she kind of had one of those moments. So I wanted to put it on. And this is what my choice was for dinner. Mrs. Hicks was smelling great as well. She was wearing Sublime. She wore Sublime to dinner as well, so she was smelling great. So we went to dinner, had a great time, just really kicked it, man. And you know, this is composed so beautifully, how well blended it is. I can't speak on it enough, man. I could be sitting here for hours talking about this, but this is sexy, man. This is sexy. The saffron really comes alive on my skin as well, especially as you get to the mid and the dry down. And I like that. It's complementing that rose that hangs around me on my skin the whole time. And this stuff is just awesome. Performs beautifully. The next morning, woke up the next morning, it was still coming off my chest. Still coming off my chest, man. This stuff is good. On Saturday, to close out the week, from the house of Kajal, we went with the beautiful Lamar. The beautiful Lamar. This stuff is awesome. All right, man. So that wraps up my week of what I wore last week. You know, the weekly fragrance rotation video is my favorite to do of the week because of the conversation and the camaraderie that I get to experience with you guys. So of course, let me know down below in the comments, what did you guys wear this week? What was your favorites? Did you try something new? Let me know down below in the comments, Smell Good family. And you know, we're on the road to 8K. We are knocking at the door to 8K, and once we get there, we will be doing another giveaway. All right, I don't know what it is yet. I'm going to be giving away some of my own bottles. That's right, some things that I don't wear anymore. I might do a mystery box of fragrances. I'm trying to do something special for the 8K, you know, so we'll see when we get there. Of course, I'll be announcing it to you guys. All right, so you guys know what's up, man. Splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And what's that? Oh, how do you become a member of the Smell Good family? Easy. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and meet me down in the comments so we can talk about what you love and what I love. And that's the beautiful art of fragrance. That's all you got to do, man. And you got to have positive energy and positive vibes. All right, so remember, everything that you put out into this world is exactly what you are going to get back, and that is a fact. All right, so until next time, y'all be safe out there, man. Be cool, stay hydrated, stay away from hate. Only push love, man. Only push love. All right, till next time.